selected. Bengaluru, Delhi and Hyderabad following. And like you mentioned, Rajasthan Titans and Pune, 12 and 7 respectively. So what are your comments when you look at that table?
Well, as of this evening, after tonight's games, all teams would have played 3 rounds, with Delhi playing 4 rounds.
Yep.
So we'll have a better indication of the top 4 leading into the semi-finals on Saturday the 7th. So I would say that Rajasthan and Pune, they will be fighting to get off that bottom spot tonight.
They definitely will. And just coming back to how the players have been experiencing the World Pickleball League, because we've spoken to a few of them. We had a fantastic tie yesterday. The crowd support was all there. And Brandon Lane playing on the left. Just watch this, because Santosh goes in there and Brandon Lane goes down. And then there's this wild celebration almost. Players are having fun, aren't they, Janet?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm speaking to all the players because we're all staying together at the main hotel. And yeah, everyone's having an absolute fabulous time. We're all one big family here in World Pickleball League Season 2. Brandon Lane, just an amazing player and a fantastic attribute to have for World Pickleball League Season 2.
Absolutely, and he seems to be coming on to his own with his play and his celebrations as well. And something that has been introduced this time around, the Band of Honor. Just to clarify, a Band of Honor is given to a player who scored the maximum points in the league. There's a Band of Honor for the women. Katrina Stewart there, it's 122 points for her. Closest is Dominika Turkovic, who's on 57 points, 65 points between them. So what do you make of the Band of Honor and of Katrina specifically?
Well, Katrina walked away with Season 1 Most Valuable Player, so she's looking like Most Valuable Female Player at this time. There she is on the monitor now. Absolutely phenomenal singles player. We were just discussing previous to tonight's start time that she's probably in the top 10 singles players in the world. So it's great, again, to have her here.
And not a bad score last night of 47-3 either, was it?
Yeah, no, it was, I think she was trying to reach 50 just quietly, but no, it was amazing. And not to take it away from Helen Toe either, she's a phenomenal singles player, but Kat Stewart was just in form last night.
And then, of course, we have the... of course, we have the Band of Honor for the male as well. We'll talk about that later, but there's so much more to talk about in this league. And we've had some great play. Lee Hong Nam, who's been the player of the tie twice, followed by Dusty Boyer there. Dusty with a fantastic performance yesterday as well. What have you made of these men so far who are on the leaderboard right now?
Oh, again, just phenomenal singles player. Nam from Vietnam, Dusty from the USA. Then we've got Lin Trong, who we'll see tonight as well for the Dilli Dillwale team. He'll be wanting to secure a couple of more points and go up that Band of Honor leaderboard.
Yeah, well, that's how things stand. It's closer fought there. Katrina Stewart, of course, in the female Band of Honor is taking a massive lead. Now, let's talk about the match that's coming up first, the tie that's coming up first. It's, of course, Dilli versus Hyderabad. I talk about Dilli first. The first match that they played, the first tie that they played, of course, some questions were asked about them, but then it seems like they've gone back to the drawing board, made some perfect drawings, because the next 2 ties, they came back winning.
Yeah, they did. I think out of the 8 players in the Dilli Dillwale team, 6 are new for Season 2 in the World Pickleball League. And I feel they just needed to get a little bit of adjustments. This is one of the biggest stages of the world in pickleball. Lights, camera, action, just needed the first tier to settle in.
And when we talk about Hyderabad, I always start smiling when I talk about this team, because apart from the gameplay, we've seen some aggression, we've seen some great celebrations from them as well. Katie Hart, Louis Laville, the team, the players, the coach, any comments from you about them?
Well, I think tonight they're going to have a bit of a mix-up in their player schedule. I think that to go up against the mighty Dillwale, they'll need to pull a big rabbit out of their hat.
Oh, well, all right. Janet, we will let you go right now. I know I did my job getting you here, but you have another job to do in the commentary box. We, of course, have our first tie of the day coming up in a very short time. It is Hyderabad Superstars versus Dilli Dillwale. The first match is between Sion Mendes and Alejandra Lopez. That's on the other side of this break.
Another day of the World Pickleball League Season 2, and this is what we have for you. It's another double-header, and tie 10 will feature the two Blues, the Hyderabad superstars, up against Dilli Dillwale. We are live from the Geo World Garden in Mumbai. And this match in itself also has a lot of significance because there you have it, numbers 3 and 4 at the moment. Delhi with one match played extra, one tie played extra, just 6 points ahead, which is why they would want to make sure that they get as many match points out of this, ideally, if they can also seal off the tie. And much the same for Hyderabad superstars as well. Let's head down to Arpit Sharma to get introduced to the first of the two teams, the Hyderabad superstars.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Hyderabad superstars. Led by their coach, Chad Edwards. Followed by their players, Marcelo Jardim, Sion Mendes, Mayur Patil, Caitlin Hart, Louis Laville, Lorraine Mercado, Josepa Canyadel, and Talia Saunders.
Hyderabad with their two results thus far. They did beat Rajasthan 9-6 and then they beat Pune in a tiebreaker. But that was a close match which went all the way right till the brink. First, let's take a look at the Band of Honor where Katerina Stewart of Bengaluru Jawans is way ahead of her competition. And she could actually sit out a couple of ties and still probably beat atop that. But Sion Mendes will want to try and do some catching up today for the Hyderabad superstars, as well as Trang Heen for Dilli Dillwale. And let's take a look at what's happening on the men's side. Even there, Huang Nam has a massive lead, but Yin Trong and Max Manthau both should have good possibilities of getting close to Hyong Nam, if not completely override him. So let's get introduced to Hin Trong and Max Manthau and the rest of their teammates from the Dilli Dillwale.
Time now to welcome their opponents. It's Dilli Dillwale. Led out by their coach, Wesley Gabrielson. Followed by Max Manthau, Trang Hyun, Eric Lang, Anuja Maheshwari, Mi Hei Kwan, Win Hin Trong, Alejandra Lopez, and Rob Cassidy.
Big Eric Lang with a flag as well, so they've come prepared, the Dilli Dillwale. They've been on a bit of a roll after losing their first match. And there in the light blue shirt, legendary Indian cricketer, co-owner of this team, Sunil Gavaskar in the house as well. It's definitely going to be a fun evening at the Geo World Garden. Let's take a look at who's lining up for which team. We, of course, begin with the women's singles, which will have Sion Mendes against Alejandra Lopez. Then we've got the mixed doubles, Hart and Kanyadel against Manthau and Heen. And then Marcelo Jardim taking on Hin Trong, who's been on a roll in the men's singles section. Then we have Hart and Mendes taking on Hin and Kwan. And then we have Mayur Patil teaming up with Louis Laville against Manthau and Lang, who've also been a form team in this entire competition. But as always, we'll get started with the women's singles, where we have Sion Mendes of Hyderabad Superstars up against Alejandra Lopez of Dilli Dillwale. Over to Arpit for the toss.
Welcome to the toss between the Hyderabad superstars and Dilli Dillwale. We have Sion on my left and Alejandra on my right, and Mark here in the center with the toss.
All right, ladies, that is a head, that is a tail. What would you like to call it? Tail. It is a tail. You'll serve. Just take that end. We'll go in a couple of minutes, ladies. Thank you.
Dilli Dillwale win the toss, and Ale chooses to serve.
Yeah, the co-owner in the house, legendary Indian cricketer, and it's a day of legends, evening of legends. Legendary commentator alongside me in Jeanette Ward, and of course the ongoing legend of the World Pickleball League Season 2, the Band of Honor holder in the women's section, Katerina Stewart.
Are you going to be Legend 1 or Legend 2, Kat Stewart?
I don't know. I think since he said you first, I think you should be Legend 1. I need to be on your good side.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Kat Stewart says I'm Legend 1. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the World Pickleball League. Kat, I'm super excited to have you in the booth tonight. Former MVP Season 1, looking for MPC Season 2. But if Sione Mendes has anything to say about it, 26 years of age from Australia for the Dilli Dillwale right hand. Her favourite shot is the hand battle. 5.6 is her rating. All right, and they're both in blue this evening. That's going to really mess with my head, isn't it? They could have sorted that out. Now, here's Dilli Dillwale. There is Ali Lopez, 24 years of age, right-handed. Her favourite shot is the drive, and she is single rating of 5.3. Kat, how do you see this matchup going?
Yeah, I think both players are great players. Alejandra obviously gave me a struggle in my last one in the beginning, but I've known Sion since tennis days. She was a very high-level professional tennis player, and she's pretty well established on the PPA and APP tour, so I will give her the upper hand here today, but anything can happen in 15 minutes, and it should be an entertaining match to watch.
Yeah, as Katerina was mentioning, Ale Lopez has played 2 singles matches. She played the one against Chennai, where she got into a bit of a one-sided defeat, but gave quite a fight to Katerina here. And that just made it quite obvious that she's probably gaining some momentum. And if she can improve, then that could really be quite good. Decent crowd as well. And what about that atmosphere last night, Katerina? We all enjoyed it. How was it as a player?
Oh man, it's just so electric. We have like a crazy crowd going on, cheering during the point, after, between. I mean, it's insane, but that's what this is all about, right? Is to have fun out here, and they're really doing that with the crowd situation here, the setup and everything, the lights, the commentary, the ref. I mean, everything's so professionally well done here, and it's just a great atmosphere.
All right, Dilli Dillwale, coach Wes Gabrielson, looking a little bit nervous there, Debayan. What are you thinking?
Oh, it's obviously now the business end of the tournament. They have already played their 3 matches into their 4th tie, so it's make or break pretty much. If they lose tonight, then it just puts them at a little bit of a disadvantage, but I'm glad that they've got their legend in their corner, their co-owner, so that should definitely pep them up and see them give their best.
Receiver ready? Sion? Ready?
So usually I would introduce by colors, but here we'll have to just go by which side of the court they're on. Ale Lopez is about to start serve at the far court, and in the near court, also in blue, is C1, Sion Mendes.
Point, Dilli.
What a start for Ale Lopez.
I like that for a little confidence boost right there. Really good pass by her.
Point, Dilli.
I was having a quick chat before arrival this evening, Kat, and we were saying that Ali, she's getting better and better. Each single match that she's played, her confidence is definitely growing.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Ale is going out there swinging now. Like I said, she gave me a bit of trouble in the beginning of the first match the other day when I played against her, but she's gaining confidence for sure, and you can definitely see it in her gameplay.
Side out. 2-0.
Yeah, the only point scoring thus far coming from Lopez with a 2-0 lead. Oh, that's on the line as well. Pretty much inside. What a start this is.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how long she can keep it up. 15 minutes is a long time out there for singles.
Side out.
Yeah, we have noticed that even in Season 1, Season 2, like, for example, Mihei Kwong, I'd noticed around about that halfway mark that she was running out of juice as well. Kat, we often say that you're one of the fittest ladies on this tour. How do you find the 15 minutes? How do you keep yourself motivated and staying strong through the whole 15 minutes?
Well, thank you so much for that compliment. I will take that. But yeah, 15 minutes is a long time of singles, I will say. It may look like I'm not dying out there, but trust me, I am struggling. Really, it's just getting the team behind my back and really fighting for them is what keeps me motivated. And maybe the adrenaline also helps me not feel so tired. But yeah, it is a really long time, and I think it's a huge factor in how the matches go.
I will say one thing though, Jeanette, one thing which I've noticed with Kat, which probably helps her. She's obviously very focused between points, but she's also smiling all the time. So that, I'm sure that helps. You must have a routine to switch off as well. Just enjoy yourself out there.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this is a sport that we love, and we're trying to have fun out here as much as we can, and it's so easy to have fun in this atmosphere. So if I'm not having fun out there, the 15 minutes are going to feel like 45 minutes, so I got to smile a little bit.
1-4.
So, Kat, both Leonie and Ali are from a tennis background like yourself. Briefly, can you explain the difference, what it's like coming from tennis to pickleball in a pro sort of environment?
Yeah, I think I may be a little controversial here because I'm one of the tennis players that doesn't think that pickleball is easier than tennis, like most people do. I feel like I'm still learning to this day how to control the paddle, how to control the ball. It's definitely more of a chess match than it is in tennis. I feel like tennis has a lot more physicality, and if you're up on the edge on that in that category, it's going to help you a lot. Here, I don't think so. I think it's definitely more strategic and who has more guts, right, and who's willing to come in like this and put pressure on the other person. So. Yeah, it's not. I'm not the one to ask probably about this, but I definitely don't think it's easier than tennis.
2-4.
Refreshingly honest take, and if I can ask one more question, because I have a feeling that I know the answer to this. Which one do you enjoy more? Do you enjoy singles or do you enjoy doubles? Because I see you having a ball out there in doubles.
I want to know your. I want to know your answer. Let's see. Tell me your answer.
I think you like doubles.
Good answer. Yes, I love doubles. I really, truthfully, don't enjoy singles that much. It does give me a little bit of tennis PTSD. But yeah, I love fighting with a teammate out there, which I really didn't have in tennis. You know, tennis is so quiet and you don't really get this electric feeling. But yeah, doubles is definitely my number one.
4-3.
That is something very unique about pickleball on a rec level, on a recreational level. It's more about doubles and it's about community getting together. And I know that you play with your very good friend, Brooke Rialta. And yeah, just having 4 people on an intimate court, it's great for families and friends to get together.
Yeah, the community aspect of pickleball is just what makes the sport so great, I think, at the end of the day. So hence why I lead a little bit more towards doubles.
Well, not unexpected as a score, but a definite good fight here from Lopez in the early few moments. Not even 5 minutes done, 4 apiece. This one's still on a knife edge.
Kat, do you know if these two have matched up before in the US?
I don't think so. I think, you know, Sion's relatively new to the scene, although she's made big waves already. She's going to be probably a top 10 player as well, I would say, just from her skill level and from her athleticism. But yeah, I am surprised at this start. I think Sion is going to take a little bit to warm up. And then once she gets the gears rolling, it might look a little bit different. But I love the way that Alejandra's kind of holding up right now. I like the fight.
Point. Hyderabad.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that drop shot in women's singles can be a great weapon to have in your arsenal.
7-4.
I see you pull that off every now and again.
Honestly, believe it or not, I got to give Jack Foster props for that, because in season 1, he really helped me. He really opened my eyes to the singles game a lot more, because I think I was still playing a little bit too tennis-like, and it just was not translating well. But yeah, he's the one that told me once I get up to the net, drop shot as soon as I can, because the ball's just not going to go anywhere, right? So especially in these conditions when the ball's really heavy and the court's really slow, it's going to be really hard to make a play from there.
Well, 5 points on the trot for Sion Mendes, which is why Coach Gabrielson has now enabled the pickle play and brought in Mihai Kwan. An interesting change of strategy from Delhi.
I love this pickle play. I'm truthfully surprised that Mihai's not playing. Mihai gave me a run for my money in season 1. She had me sweating out there. She's a great singles player, hence why I'm surprised that Ale's kind of their starter. But this is a great time for this pickle play. I think she can kind of bring the momentum back to Ale and give Ale a second to breathe, maybe.
And a good chance she'll also get that extra minute, because the break isn't more than a minute away. Yeah, beginning to roll her way.
I think it's quite interesting, Kat, that Wes has brought Mihai on now. As we said, momentum a little bit with Sione and the superstars. But having that extra minute break, you want to go into the second half with more momentum, correct?
Definitely. I think the trend of this season has been the second half has been kind of dropped off in level and quality just because of the time played, right? So this is a great time to bring her in and kind of bring Ale that confidence for the second half.
Side out.
Yeah, she's doing a job in 4 points. Twice she's won the service over. She's also gained a point for herself. It's a happy stage, in a sense, for Dilli Dillwale. Just 4 points adrift now.
Point.
Make that 3.
Very effective pickle play, if you ask me, right here.
6-9. Point. Dilli.
Mihai really hits that ball flat over the net, right?
She has a very deep, flat ball. Really good for these conditions, to be honest. And she's not fearful. She goes for it.
Yeah, so just 2 points ahead now. Hyderabad Superstars got off to a rip-roaring start, but it's been pulled back by Mehe Kwan in pickle play. It's 9-7 in favor of Hyderabad at the moment.
All right.
First match of the day, women's singles.
Time back
in the park road, you have Sion Mendes and you have Mehe Kwan, who's filling in for the moment for Alejandra Lopez. But only another point after this to play.
Point, Hyderabad. Pickle play is completed.
In fact, that was the final point of that pickle play. So the initiative pretty much with Hyderabad at the moment. 3 points adrift. That will be updated shortly. 10-7.
All right. Players ready. Time back in. 10-7. Side out.
There you go, side out to Ali Lopez now. Can she get some points on the board just during the break? Kat Stewart and I were chatting. Is the physical fitness of Ali, can she hold on to the second half of this women's singles?
I will say she's playing excellent right now. She really is going for it. She's going forward. She's playing well. I think Sion may not be playing as well as she's hoping right now, but she's still managing to stay on top. It's all about consistency here. If she can consistently stay one step ahead, that'll be enough for her. So let's see how that goes.
Explain the challenge if you can, Kat, since you normally play singles right pretty much throughout the 15 minutes. It can be quite tiring. You did mention that it can be exhausting. So how does the pickle play help when you've been replaced for a bit? Helps you gather your thoughts, just catch your breath a bit?
Yeah, I think the pickle play can be used in two ways. It can be used to catch your breath as well as to speak to the coach a little bit longer than 2 seconds to kind of get a tactical change, which, or you can get both, you know, at the end of the day. But I think pickle plays are very beneficial here, and it's a great, great thing that they have here at the WPBL.
12-8.
Ooh, wanted to go over. Now, Kat, season 1, pickle play was 5 points. Season 2, pickle play is, 5 serves. Season 2 is 8 serves. I could see the 8 being really beneficial in singles, right, to give you that big break. Do you think the 8 is working for the doubles disciplines as well?
Yeah, it definitely makes a big difference in singles, but in doubles, man, it feels like it's so little, you know? So I feel like we go in there in the pickle play and we have done no help at all. But, you know, it's going to be what it's going to be at the end of the day. I think it's good. Like I said, I think in doubles, it's more of like pull us off and get a tactical kind of adjustment more than physical, because doubles is not as physical as singles, right? So, but yeah, it definitely feels too short.
Oh, this just hits the net, but Sion Mendes is beginning to dominate near the kitchen. That's something that Lopez will want to try and avoid. Maybe try and push her back with some deep strokes.
Point,
I think now is where we're seeing the physicality wear off a little bit for Ale. As you can see, she's not coming to the kitchen as much. It's hard to do these sprints every point, right, to the kitchen, which at the end of the day will benefit her more against Sion, because staying at the baseline with Sion is going to be a grind. But Sion's doing well to stay up there and keep the pressure on.
Side out.
Yeah, just 3 points, sufficient time, more than 4 minutes left. She has to try and retain serve for as long as
12-9.
possible, Alejandra Lopez. Yet to win a singles match, but has shown signs of progress in each match that she's playing in this discipline.
Side out.
Yeah, I think that point right there represents what needs to be done by Alejandra. The question is, can she just do it every single point, you know, at the end of the day? But really, really good fight. I really like it.
9-12.
So, Kat, for singles, by the way, I'm a terrible singles player, okay? But for the record, for mums, dads, boys and girls
Side
at
out.
home, it's really important to know which shot that you approach the net on. Can you explain that a little bit for us?
12-9.
Yeah, singles pickleball is definitely finding the balance between being aggressive and not rushing, right? So you don't want to come in off a ball that they have an easy pass for, but you also don't want to stay back too long and get tired, especially in this format,
Point.
right? These 15 minutes are
Hyderabad.
very grueling. So it's just finding the pattern that works for you. Singles is a lot about patterns and
39.
playing to your strengths.
Yes, you're now pulling away. That last point was a great illustration of that. Just putting a lot of pressure on Alejandra
Point.
Lopez. Now a
Hyderabad.
5-point gap between the two of them.
Yeah, Sion's doing just enough to get the point on her side. So she's doing what's needed, and I think
49.
it's looking like she's going to pull away with it a little bit here.
With 3 minutes back left on the clock, is that the longest 3 minutes of your life, Kat?
It's the longest 15 minutes of your life. The 3 minutes, yeah. I mean,
Point.
when you get to 2
Hyderabad.
minutes, you're like, thank God, it's almost done. You're like, I'm going to lob 10 serves now and breathe for a second.
The only person who's more thankful, Jeanette, is normally Kat's opponent.
15-9.
Because that's when the misery is about to finish.
I do it for the both of us,
Point.
trust me.
Hyderabad.
But speaking of which,
16-9.
you've got ties against Chennai and Hyderabad, don't you? So certainly in the commentary box, we are looking forward to those contests. Those should be some great women's singles matches. Immovable force or unstoppable force,
Point.
immovable object.
Hyderabad.
I mean, Dilli, Chennai, and Hyderabad are clearly one of the tougher teams here. They're putting up
7-9.
great ties against all the other teams. So really looking forward to playing against them, and really looking forward to get every match versus Dilli, hopefully in the playoffs.
Point. Hyderabad. You right, Alex?
Yeah, now pretty much a 9-point gap with less than 2 minutes. It looks like it's going to that script, but a great fight today from Alejandra
18-9.
Lopez. Yet again, perhaps the physicality. That's one aspect on which she'll need to work on to become better, because there's definitely a lot of raw material to work with.
Point.
Yeah, I mean, if you think
Hyderabad.
about it, yesterday I played 5 normal single matches in a row in 15 minutes, so that was pretty crazy. But you have to give props to these two girls. I mean, Alejandra's putting up a great fight here, and
9-9.
Sion's doing her best to stay on top, right? So it's hard on both ends. Even though the scoreline is pretty one-sided,
Point.
they're both fighting
Hyderabad.
really hard and showing what they're made of.
Because on the points table, right, this is really important to get as many points
Point.
as you can.
Hyderabad.
And if, like, for example, Sione here, she's definitely
21-9.
got the momentum, getting as many points, because that scoreboard,
Point.
if you're
Hyderabad.
tied at number 4, you need as many points as you can to get in the top 4.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think those big point gaps are going to come mainly from singles.
22-9.
That's just, you know, the reality of it. So getting these points here, especially for Sion, is going to be a big deal.
Hyderabad.
You know, I gave you a new nickname yesterday, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, because if you think about it, we often talk about a 4-point gap being too much in 2 minutes,
23-9.
but this young lady here scored 47 in 15 minutes. That's about more than 3 points a minute. That's absolutely magical.
Side out.
Guys, I don't know how I did that, but I'm just grateful that I got the win for the team. That's all I care about at the end of the day.
9-23.
Yeah, and it looks like Sion Mendes, as expected, will walk away the winner from this one, but it's been a hell of a fight from Alejandra Lopez.
Yeah, it looks
Side
like they
out.
got one more point here, but like I said, props to both. Alejandra put up a great fight, and Sion did well
And
to
game.
stay with her, with her intensity and stuff like that to end up on top.
Yeah, the first 3 match points go the way of the Hyderabad Superstars in this Battle of the Blues. 23-9 for Sion Mendes against Alejandra Lopez. We have the mixed doubles coming up shortly. Stay tuned.
All right. Players, that is a head, that is a tail. Max, you got the call?
Tail.
It is a head.
We'll start this side.
Start that side. Serve or receive?
Receive.
Receive. 2 minutes, players.
Welcome back. It is the second match of this tie featuring Hyderabad superstars and Dillwale, Caitlin Hart and Pep Canidel for Hyderabad superstars facing off with Purple Jesus, Max Mantau and Trang Hyun. A great start by Sean Mendes for the Hyderabad superstars. So Dilli will be looking for a comeback in this one.
All
My
right.
name is Arpit.
Receiver's ready.
Jeanette here with me,
Serve's
and
ready.
so is
Thank you.
the holder
Best
of
of
the
luck.
Band
Time
of
in.
Honor, for the
0-0-2.
female, Katrina Stewart.
All
Katrina,
right.
Side out.
Sorry about
No,
that.
it's all
I
right.
was just about to say this is going to be either a cracker match
0-0-1.
or we are going to go one way. I think it's all down to the Hyderabad superstars, what they can pull out here. They didn't have a great run the other night, so let's see if what Chad Edwards has put together to get their team back on track.
Jeanette, did Katrina smash it in the first match here as well? Did she smash it in the com box
Point,
here as
Dilli.
well in the first match?
Yeah, no, absolutely crushed women's singles again.
1-0-1. Point.
That's
Dilli.
gone out. Dilli have gotten 2 points on the board already, started 3-1.
2-0-1.
Yeah, I think like Jeanette said, this could be either a really close one or it could be one-sided just for the fact that Max and Trang are very experienced players. And I think
Second
that
server.
might give them the edge here. But you can have two newer players who really don't play much together.
2-0-2.
They can come up with something great. So it really is just going to see how we start off here.
Side out.
That's a nice shot there by Katie Hart, finding the shoes of Trang Quinn.
0-2-1.
Oh, tell us about that rally, Kat.
That point was so well constructed by both teams, and then Pep taking that chance was just such a great shot. We got to see more points like that from them, I think.
Oh, she came in for that. Almost set it up perfectly. Unfortunately, smashed it into the net.
1-2-2. Side out.
Hyderabad's doing all the right things right now, though. I think their game plan is good as long as they can execute, but we'll see. So far, so good.
2-1-1.
A little bit of confusion in the middle between Pep and Katie Hart at the moment. Now, this is, I think it's the third time that we've seen them play. So hopefully they will be able to sort that middle ball out. Katie being a left-hand player, we have both forehands in the middle.
Yeah, someone who does play with a left-handed player with Brookie, it is very difficult to decide the middle, even though, you know, I play with Brookie all the time and we still have confusion. It's just hard, you know. You got to make it kind of clear beforehand of, like, when this ball comes, it's mine, and when this ball goes, it's yours, just so that doesn't happen.
4-1-2.
Very rare you see Max Manthal, Purple Jesus, get bagged.
1-4-1.
Yeah, they're doing all the right things right now. I really like how they're playing. The score's not reflecting the quality of the gameplay. So let's see if they can keep this up and catch up a little bit on the scoreline.
Katrina, how was it yesterday for you with... I see you smile already. I know I wasn't going to come to the women's singles match. I was just going to talk about how was it for you playing in front of the audience that was there yesterday, making the kind of sound that they were.
Yeah, I spoke about it before. It's just so electrifying. The crowd that we have is insane. There was some cheering during the point, but at that point, you're so locked in, you kind of don't even hear it. But it definitely brings the dugout with more energy and gives you, you know, more confidence to play.
We had some fun. We could barely hear ourselves here because the drums were right next to us. We don't mind.
Another phenomenal rally. All four players getting involved, Kat.
Very high quality play right here. This is a great match so far.
Oh, that was delicate. Pep Kanyadel.
Very smart by Pep, very smart.
I'd have learned something from his compatriot at the Australian Open final.
No points, further points on the board on that round for Dilli Dillwale. Oh, there's some points there for the Hyderabad Superstars. Much needed point. They were on 2 for a little bit. Now 3-4. Katie Hart to serve.
Well, Jeanette, you had kind of predicted right at the start that it was a bit of an either or. We've gone in favor of the either here, where it seems to be both teams matching each other point for point.
And this is hard to deal with when the clock is ticking. I feel like this is such a great match, but now it puts the pressure on both teams. Oh my goodness.
Welcome to commentary, Katrina.
Oh my gosh. There's a big point. Oh!
Stop it! Dilli Dillwale. Max Manthal is the absolute mozzie. He is all over the court. Look at this on the replay.
4-3-1.
Woo!
It would be fun to get Brandon and Katrina doing commentary together. There'll be a lot of sounds during the point, not made by the players.
Get the cameras. That's a reality TV show right there.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. You'll just have to synchronize your dates, figure out, you know, all the extra money and everything. Ooh, what defense again!
What was
Dilli.
that? That save by Trang was insane. What a save, man.
There we are. Katrina, Jeanette.
6-3-1.
And Katrina's experience is so good. She's going to keep coming back. It's a different point of view, isn't it? We've had players and coaches here say it's a different experience
Second
to watch
server.
it from so far with a better bird's eye view, so to speak.
6-3-2.
Yeah, I think commentary is so great. You get to also see what's going on inside a player's head, right? Because you see things out there when they're playing the match, but you don't really know what they're
Dilli
thinking out
and
there.
half-time.
Well, Dilli Dillwale have manufactured a lead in this one against the Hyderabad Superstars. It is 7-3 in their favor right now. Welcome back.
Ready. Time back in. 7-3-2.
7-3-2, as you heard Mark there. Dilli Dillwale in the lead. And I was just getting a little bit of a lesson while we were in the break. So, Jeanette, why don't you take it away?
3-7-1.
Kat, we were just saying in the break there that I think the Hyderabad Superstars
Point,
are doing an
Hyderabad.
excellent job in isolating Max Manthau from the play. Usually, Max is
4-7-1.
absolutely all over the ball, sometimes even taking 80% of the court.
Hyderabad.
But the Superstars, tell us, what are they doing right now to keep Max
5-7-1.
out of this play?
Yeah, they're really isolating Trang right now and really taking out Max. As you see here, Max is really trying to poke himself in there, and I think the misconception becomes this right here. What's happening is girl to girl, Max jumps in, that's the way to do it. He needs to involve himself, and Trang can help involve
Second
Max
server.
by dinking down the line and forcing Pep to go cross court, which is the more comfortable
5-7-2.
pattern for Pep. So let's see if Trang can make this little adjustment here.
Point. Hyderabad.
By the way, I think these mistakes are more pressure mistakes with the time. I don't think
6-7-2.
it's Trang doing anything wrong. I think it's just the pressure.
Side out.
And we are talking about Trang, who was player of the tie already in one of the ties that they have played so far, who was the queen of
7-6-1.
tennis growing up in Vietnam. I mean, isolating her is good, but it's not like she's not going to come back at you. Oh, that was beautiful.
Great return. That
Second server.
rally all set up by the deep return of Katie Hart.
7-6-2.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job establishing their game right now. I think, like I said, I think there needs to be a little bit of a tactical change here just to give them an easier time to win the point. They're really working hard to win these points.
Katie Hart
Side
from
out.
New Zealand, Kat Stewart, known for her aggressive play. Pep Canyadel, also known for his aggressive play.
6-7-1.
I've noticed that they are really driving their third and... Oh, now they don't for me. They've been playing quite aggressive. Oh, that is
Point. Hyderabad.
insane.
Yeah, I think the drives come more so. They were down by a pretty big deficit. But yeah, look at this play right here. This hands battle's
7-7-1.
crazy and just unlucky here, but they're doing the right things. Ooh, Trang needed that.
Second
Trang
server.
needed that. But there needs to be a tactical change. They have lost too many points in a row. The momentum has
7-7-2.
shifted to the superstar, so they need to make a change.
Side out.
We missed something which would have been the moment of this match, because Chad Edwards just gave us one of the best dances we've seen in a long time, just to explain what that point was like a couple of points ago. If you close your eyes and listen to it, it was music. Just beats. Oh, that lands out.
Point, Dilli.
Will there be a challenge? No. I wish the camera could actually see. We could get Chad Edwards on
Max,
the camera
you're
right now
serving.
because he's looking mighty nervous.
8-7-1. Point, Dilli. Nine, 7-1.
There you go. Perfect moment we got him on.
Second server.
I said to Chad the other night, I'd love to have a heart rate monitor on him.
It's tough as is being a player, but being the coach, absolutely not. Don't put me in that position.
Point, Dilli.
It's funny, right? Because Hyderabad Superstars are up 1-0, and he's stressing so much because it just makes
10-7-2.
such a big difference being up 2-0 as opposed to being tied 1-1. The stress just comes so heavy.
Point, Dilli.
3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the clock. We have a
11-7-2.
4-point ball game. The Hyderabad Superstars really need a side out now.
Oh, she gets it!
Side out.
What a return by Katie Hart. Ah, she sent some smiles on the faces
7-11-1.
of the Hyderabad Superstars there.
There it was. There it
Second
was, the
serve
play that needed to be done. That was Trang's. I think it was her first time dinking down the line, to be honest. It gave Max what he wanted. He was
7-11-2.
able to pull the trigger to Katie, and they got an error out of it. Let's see if they do it again.
Ooh, Max.
Same
Side out.
kind of idea, just a different situation, but that's the play.
11-7-1.
No points on the board there for the Hyderabad Superstars.
Point,
I think
Dilli.
now is what I was talking about, like the experience is coming out. I think they had a really, really great
12-7-1.
first half, and it started to die a little bit, and these guys, Max and Trang, just they hanged on.
And credit to Max, because
Point,
you
Dilli.
know, they've been trying to implement that strategy that you're talking about, but the way Max Mantau has been
13-7-1.
almost countering it, it's a testament to, you know, man proposes and Purple Jesus disposes.
Yeah, I mean, he's just, like I said, it's just the consistency of your intensity. Can you be intense for 15 minutes straight, even if
Second
things
serve
are not
up.
going your way? Because the curve will come back to you eventually.
Yeah, now look, Trang got the ball
13-7-2.
there, and Katie Hart was able to win that rally. So for the past 4 or 5 rallies, Max Manthau's been a lot more
Point,
involved,
Dilli.
and I think there lies the issue. They were doing such a great job of isolating Max, but now he's just seeing too much ball cap.
14-7-2.
Yeah, I definitely think Max is implementing himself there on the court, and I think Pep and Katie kind of took their foot off the gas a little bit. That's so smart. If he can continue
Side
doing
out.
that, they're in a little bit of a deficit here with 1 minute left, but let's see what they can do here.
Yeah, it's too much of an ask now with just a minute on the clock.
7-14-1.
Trailing by 7 points. Ah, there's Max. Basketball personified.
Point, Hyderabad.
But this is great for the Hyderabad Superstars. It just shows what they're capable of, right? If they can
8-14-1.
continue to keep that up for 15 minutes, it's going to be very hard to beat them.
Point,
He just needed to
Hyderabad.
keep, well, just a slight matter of a point maybe. He just needed to keep it in there. Nothing that Dilli
9-14-1.
Dillwale need to force right now. It's all on Hyderabad. And there's just 16 seconds left on the clock. Well,
Second
they
serve
try
up.
to force this one.
Once again, props to both teams so far.
9-14-2.
Hyderabad really is showing what they're made of and what their
Point,
potential
Hyderabad.
is. And Dilli is just really staying true to themselves. So a really good match.
And game.
Well, it ends in favor of Dilli Dillwale. They made a comeback in this one, as Sunil Gavaskar would have wanted. The legendary cricketer is the owner, and he's happy with what he's seen in this second match. Let's see what happens in the third, coming up in a very short while.
Marcello. All right, gentlemen. That is a head. That is a tail. In, you've got the call. Tail is the call. It is a head. Serve. Which end would you like? That end? All right, we're going 2 minutes, gentlemen. Good luck.
Right, what could turn out to be a decisive fixture in terms of where this tie lands. It's Marcelo Jardim of Hyderabad Superstars, who's up against Win Hin Throng of Dilli Dillwale, who's been on fire actually in the men's singles. 3 matches played, just that one defeat which came at the hands of Max Green, which felt like an upset. Purely because this man has played so well thus far.
0-0.
Divine said now in the commentary box, replacing Arpit Sharma alongside me, Jeanette Ward and Katerina Stewart.
Side out.
Ladies, just coming off a very entertaining doubles fixture,
0-0.
but what are we expecting from this one?
Yeah, Vienne plays really, really well. I think that match against Max Green, Max played the best pickleball I've ever seen in his life. But he's just so consistent, Vienne. Ooh, as we say that, Marcelo hits an incredible shot. Hey, Marcelo's sneaky. Don't count him out. Don't count him out.
Absolutely. The value of experience, Jeanette, and that's something that he has shown in patches. It's perhaps just lasting those 15 minutes, which could be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Marcelo is one of the world's best master players that we have in pickleball, and I believe he is a European Padel champion as well. Certainly loads of experience here on court.
Side out.
Yeah, in singles, it's either experience or fitness that wins.
Point, Dilli.
Oh, this man in the far court, though, he's special.
1-1.
The Thianator is what we call him. He has the world's biggest thighs, and he needs those thighs to move around the court like he does.
2-1. Point, Dilli.
Yeah, if any of the men's singles players are meant to play this format, it would be the Vietnamese guys. They are in
3-1.
such great shape, and they play the game that's exactly needed for this type of format.
Side out.
Yeah, absolutely blistering cross-court forehand there
1-3.
by Jardin. 1-3.
Point, Hyderabad.
As you alluded to, Jeanette brings oodles of experience from tennis, paddle as well, where he was world number 3, now in pickleball. So he's got that complete package, of course.
I love the fact that he can hold his own against these younger players. You know, he's such a great player. And, you know, unfortunately for him, it may be on the fitness side that he struggles with, but I really like how he's showing up right now.
And it's important to note for the Hyderabad superstars that their #1 draft pick, Jack Wong, was unavailable to make the event. So Marcelo is what we call a super sub in the Pickleball League business.
Yeah, I have much love for Marcelo. Obviously, he was on our Season 1 team, and he really pulled through and played some amazing men's doubles during last season. So he always has a special place in my heart.
Just long. Of course, Cat Stewart, former champion or Season 1 champion with the Bengaluru Jawans, who are looking to defend the title. Got off to the perfect start, beat Pune United in a rematch of the final 15-love. And had a bit of a bump against Delhi, but then got their campaign back on track last evening against Mumbai Pickle Park. But by far, perhaps the most entertaining night thus far of Season 2. And it can only get better and bigger from here on.
Point, Dilli.
Full marks for entertainment, but not the pointer that he wanted.
Yeah, he's doing well so far. I think Vietnam is obviously just a little bit more consistent at the end of the point, making one more ball than Marcelo. So that's just giving him the edge.
Seven, 3.
Just absolutely amazing. Hin Trong at the non-volley zone, taking absolute control, running Marcelo Jardin all over the court.
Yeah, he's just playing high percentage pickleball right now and just executing really well, and I think that's all he really needs to do here.
Point, Dilli.
Now, Hien is obviously a fabulous singles player, but he also mentioned in that sheet that was shared by a lot of players that he's one of those strange characters who can move one ear and one eyebrow at the same time. Any such skills that you have, Katrina? Anything you would like to tell us about?
What a talented man. I don't have anything cool like that. You know what? I think we need someone else in the commentator's box.
I think he would now become Legend 1, and I've moved down to 2, and you're now Legend 3, Cat Stewart.
I'm 0 after that.
Side out.
What a super point.
One thing that's great about Marcelo is he's such a great teammate. He's going to give everything he has for his 15-minute portion, and he's always in the dugout cheering you on, so you got to give props to him.
3-10.
And Jeanette, I suppose this also points to Dilli, Dillwale and the depth in their squad. The fact that Hien can only come in for the men's singles. He doesn't need to play the men's doubles. They have an established pair for that. So in a sense, it's great for him. Just comes in and gives it all for these 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think we were saying earlier, it comes back to the draft and making sure that you have a really good singles player, both in the men's and women's. Oh, did he make it?
Dilli.
Oh, what a shame. Yeah, so it comes back to the draft, ensuring that you get a great singles player. And as I said earlier, unfortunately, Jack Wong was unable to attend. Oh, he tried to get that ATP.
11-3. Point, Dilli.
Yeah, it's really important during the draft that you don't go, you know, get these superstar players that can't be, you know, like with variety, you know. You need players that maybe can play 2 events consistently and well, you know. So it's really, really important during the draft that you keep that in mind.
And of course, also important to remind our viewers that all players can only start in a couple of the matches. Otherwise, I'm sure Kat here would want to play every doubles there is, in addition to singles.
That's a lot of minutes out there. Let's calm down.
Side out.
And of course, that doesn't count your minutes played as a pickle play substitute. So that's something which is also just an X factor, which gives you, if you have decent depth in your squad, a few more options.
Point, Dilli.
Well, less than 20 seconds from the break, and at the moment, Hien Trong is running rampant, 10 points ahead. But it's not been all one-way traffic. There's definitely been a lot of good pickleball on display from Marcelo Jardim as well.
Side out. And half.
That will do it. It is a side out right to finish it off. But it's 13-3 at the moment in favor of Dilli Dillwale, with one match split before this apiece between the two teams. It's a 10-point gap that this man needs to recover to come back into this. Marcelo Jardim, always with a smile on his face in the far court for the Hyderabad superstars. Difficult to tell them apart, both playing in blue. But it's Hien Trong of Dilli Dillwale who's got it that 10-point cushion ahead of him. And he starts off by picking up the first point, although it will only be just a change of serve.
Now, Kat, obviously you watch a lot of US pickleball. How do you feel that the Vietnamese men's single players fare up against the American players on the scene right now?
Yeah, it is a really completely different game. They play a lot more cat and mouse, which I feel like was how it was back then, but they do it so well because they're so athletic and they're so fast. So it could give a lot of American players trouble, just like this. Yeah, I mean, just things like that it'll wear you out, you know? I think that maybe the Americans can sometimes get that overpowering situation against the Vietnamese, but I think it just depends who's playing who.
Just such a fascinating potpourri of cultures, of nationalities. 18 nationalities represented here in World Pickleball League Season 2.
3:15.
How has it been for you personally, Kat? I'm sure you must enjoy all the travel, experiencing new cultures. How's it been in Mumbai?
It's been great. I love the WPBL. I think it's so good for the sport. I think they need this in every single country. It's just great. I mean, having all these players here, I don't even know half of the players here, right? Like, I'm meeting them now, and I learned so many things, you know, watching Vien and watching Marcelo. I try to take one thing from each player to learn and add to my game, and I would never see these kind of things if I wasn't here at WPBL, so it's just been amazing.
$5.15.
And Kat, just thinking about your comment there, it actually goes the other way for us in Asia and Oceania region as well, because we get to experience the US sort of players and the different games that you guys bring as well.
Yeah, I think with the way that pickleball is going, it's really important to have as many tools in the toolbox as you can. And you're only going to be exposed to that and see those kind of things if you look around in different parts of the world. So that's why this WPBL is so great. I think so many people are going to improve from this league, like I did last year, right? Like, I really wasn't known in the pickleball world. I don't know why Ollie picked me. Thank God he did. But it really, you know, it made me the player that I am today.
Side out.
Could Hyderabad perhaps consider just a little bit of a pickle play to give Marcelo a break, because it's an 11-point gap at the moment.
Yeah, I probably would, just to give him a break for a second. Looks like Chad's thinking about it.
16-5. Point.
But it really is a sport for everyone, because young Hien Trong was born in the year in which Marcelo turned 31. So it's a massive gap. Didn't want to age shame, but seriously, those are the facts.
You get all kinds of variety here at WPBL.
Point. Dilli. $18-5. Point. Dilli. And pickle play being played by Hyderabad.
Yeah, visibly running out of gas at the moment, Marcelo. And that's why now pickle play. But he's got that broad grin on his face. And in comes Louis Laville. Where's Arpit when you need him?
Now, I was having a joke with Louis on his social media. He's been doing a lot of singles training, and I was like, Louis, are you going to be this Hyderabad Superstars super singles player for season 2?
My guess is he said absolutely not.
Yeah, the smiles tell their own story. They know that they're up against an inspired athlete. Hien is really making up for everything. As Katerina said, Max Green played probably the game of his life, the match of his life, in beating him. But apart from that, he's been impeccable. And yet again, another point. Well tried by Louis, but just couldn't make that volley.
Come on, Louis, fight it and get this point. Come on, baby.
21-5. Point.
It's interesting because Louis plays a bit of a cat and mouse singles game as well. So let's hope he can get the side out and get some points on the board for the Hyderabad Superstars.
Keep in mind, it's really hard to come into especially a singles match cold when you're really not prepared to do a pickle play, but he's doing all right.
Point. Dilli. 23-5.
One thing worth watching, which is what probably makes Hien such a difficult opponent, how delayed his shots are. He really waits until the last instant before he snaps those wrists into action.
Yeah, these cat and mouse players, I feel like that's one of their strengths, is they really hold the ball to the end just to make you work for it. Really long points just like that, where he can snap it at the last second. They do that really, really well.
25-5. Point. Dilli.
Yeah, there haven't been as many men's singles matches as one-sided as this. At the moment, 26-5 in favor of Dilli Dillwale. Probably another point or two at the most left in pickle play.
Side out.
Had he made that, that might have been the shot of the season. Great attempt, but just couldn't get it over.
Louis appreciates Marcelo now after he played those 8 pickle play points, let me tell you.
So now just thinking ahead. Jeanette, Katerina, what are we thinking? Katie Hart, Sion Mendes against Trang Hien and Mi Hek Kwan. That could be a pretty spectacular match as well.
Time back in. 5:26.
I think from my understanding, this is the first time that Sion's going to be put into doubles, so I think it's definitely going to give them an advantage. Trang and Mihei are playing excellent, so I don't know. I think we're going to have to wait and see how the first couple points go, just because we haven't seen Sion in doubles yet.
26-5.
One thing's for sure, Hyderabad Superstars will need that particular match to go their way to stay alive in that tie, because that's a great pass. That's an incredible shot, but it's too little, too late.
Come on, Marcelo. Show him what's up. Show him what's up, Marcelo. Keep fighting.
5:26. Oh, 5:26.
Roger Federer would have been proud of that.
Point. Hyderabad.
This is so great for the team, though, to see Marcelo fighting to the last point. Like, it's obviously bringing the spirits up in the dugout, and that's really what's most important at the end of the day. It's not about you out here. It's about the team.
Point. Hyderabad.
Yeah, another point. Every point matters. Every match matters, because you have points for every match won.
7:26.
So that's why this is such an exciting format.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right, Dubai, because if the Hyderabad superstars, if they're going to end up or 3 or 4 on the ladder tied, there could be massive, there could be 3 teams tied at number 4 on the ladder. So every point counts if there is a count back come Saturday.
Point.
Nice little run here at the end for Marcelo. I think, like I said, obviously the scoreline is pretty gapped, but it's really good for the team heading into the women's doubles.
9-26.
All fun and games, a bit of byplay because he went in for that little towel break, perhaps. Yeah, as our co-commentator, Katerina would definitely affirm. It can be difficult staying out there for 15 minutes, but that's an incredible shot from Hien.
He should have let Marcelo get to 10 there. He didn't have to do that to him.
26-9.
No respect for elders here. Oh, what a point! What a point! What a point to finish on. Finishing on high, Marcelo Jardim, the champion that he is. Wayne Hien-Trong may have won the match, but Marcelo has won more than a fair share of hearts here at the Geo World Garden. However, at the moment, it's a 2-1 lead in terms of matches won for Dilli Dillwale. 26-9 for Hien-Trong as he wraps up his 3rd singles victory out of 4.
Thanks, Mihai. All right, that is a head. That is a tail. You've got the call, Trang. It is a tail.
We'll receive.
Receive. Which end would you like to start?
We'll start over there.
Start that end. 2 minutes, ladies. Best of luck.
Welcome back. Dilli Dillwale leading in this one, 2-1 right now. And for the Hyderabad superstars, Caitlin Hart and Shawn Mendes, have to try to make a comeback in this one to level the scores. They're up against Mihai Kwan and Trang Yun of the Dilli Dillwale. My name is Arpit, and Debayan takes a well-deserved break right now as I join Jeanette and Katrina in the commentary here. And Katrina, I start with you. Just looking at the matchup right now, I know Bengaluru had a taste of Mihai Kwan recently. What are your expectations?
A sour taste, let me tell you. No, Mihai played insane the other day, as well as Trang, who their levels right now are pretty high. So I'm curious to see how they come out here today, if they can keep that same level. And then on the opposing side, this is Sion's first time in doubles, so first time partnership with Katie. Let's see the first few points. I think we'll get a taste once we start.
Best of luck, ladies. Time in 002.
That one.
Oh, absolutely.
Dilli.
What a cracking start for Delhi. How is that double-handed backhand volley from Mihai Kwan setting the choo-choo Trang right up there?
Yeah, great point to start off the match here. Let's see how it continues to go. It's a really great point. Great counter there by Sion with the two-handed backhand, but still, I love the point construction at the kitchen. All four ladies are really aggressively dinking the ball right now.
Second server.
What I have noticed, Kat, with some of the tennis players coming through, transitioning into women's dubs, their dinks are a little bit high. How hard is it to adjust Sione right now, playing singles for the first match of the night? How is it to just turn over and get on court and start playing doubles and dinking softly?
Yeah, singles and doubles are two completely different worlds. You don't even hit the same shots in both things. They're completely different sports. So, yeah, it definitely probably takes a little bit of transitional period, but obviously she has the skills, the racket skills to be able to adjust pretty quickly.
Exceptional defense from Hyderabad here. And she might just turn it into an offense.
Point.
Kiwi Katie Hart. What a fantastic rally. Such great defense by the Hyderabad superstar ladies.
Yeah, Katie had this level of play in mixed doubles, and obviously she's continuing here in women. So that's going to be a tough opponent to deal with.
Side out.
Just looking at the way
1-2-1.
Dilli Dillwale went to serve. If pickleball ever got around to a face-off, UFC or boxing style, there would be giggles on one side, but the other two girls would pretty much give them the most aggressive looks ever.
Yeah, it depends what player it is, right? Like, I feel like I'm more of the smiley type, and there's some that don't smile ever. So you don't know what you're going to get.
I don't think any of your opponents right now are going to agree with that statement.
I just smile all the time. What do you mean?
You were enjoying the doubles, though, yesterday. We saw you were really enjoying. There was a little bounce in your step when you were going for your serves.
Yeah, I have like two different personas when I play singles and then when I play doubles. In singles, I'm super quiet and really don't make any comments or any smiling. And then in doubles, I'm really pumped up. It's more so for the team aspect, right? Like, I have someone next to me now that I have to keep on my level of energy. So that's why I kind of have the double persona.
Not intimidate as much as your opponent, so you better smile.
Amazing defense there. Honestly, if I'm Dilli, I would kind of keep the ball away from Katie. Katie's playing pretty insane right now.
And quite heavy-handed. Both Sione and Katie are playing a very strong, forceful game at the moment.
If I was them, honestly, like we spoke about earlier about the lefty with the two forehands in the middle, I would kind of test them out and see, because this is a new partnership, like we said. There could be some confusion there, so that could be something tactically that they could try.
Just high
Second
there
server.
from Trang Quinn.
Yeah, it seems like the backhands on both
Ball,
sides of
please.
Sion
There.
and Katie are definitely the spots that you don't want to hit to right now. So I would definitely start going to the middle.
1-3-2. Point, Dilli.
Again, Mihei Kwong, a fabulous serve,
2-3-2.
as she proved in the pickle play in the women's singles.
That is exceptional
Side out.
placement from C1, as she's called, Sion Mendes.
Yeah, this backhand roll right here is crazy. What an insane shot. Really, really good. Really good rally as
3-2-1.
well.
Point, Hyderabad.
And 5 minutes done in this match so far. And the Hyderabad's two
4-2-1.
superstars just creating a small gap yet again. Oh, just did it a little
Second
extra.
server.
Yeah, I think Trang got a little lucky there. She popped it up a little bit high, and Katie took too big of a swing at it. But
4-2-2.
I think that's the play that they need to try right now, is try to confuse them in the middle.
Oh, cheek
Side
to
out.
Trang, look at that. Absolutely amazing rally. Again, this is toe-to-toe.
Yeah, so
3-4-1.
far, great hands battles by both ladies. Great defense from both sides. I know that Sion likes to pull the trigger a little bit sooner than not, so that's just something for them to keep in mind when they see what they're comfortable with. But I think they're making this tactical. Oh! I spoke too soon. I'm
Second
dropping the
server.
mic.
That was just ridiculous.
2-4-2.
That was a magic trick, wasn't it?
Yeah, like even
Point,
that point that
Dilli.
they won right there to get the side out, I don't think it's a point that they're going to continue winning. You know, I think the percentages are not in their
3-4-2.
favor by doing that. Yeah, like I said, I think right now the outside corners of the kitchen are not where they need to be hitting it.
Side out. 4-3-1.
Hyderabad's superstars seem to be enjoying this one. Even when Marcelo was on court, you know, they were just smiling through it. Marcelo himself, when he came back on, not too fussed about the score.
Point, Hyderabad.
There's a bit of jubilation in that team, which is good to see.
Stop the clock.
Yeah, they have really good team environment, team
Yeah.
atmosphere, so it's really good. I was saying earlier that Marcelo, although the score was pretty one-sided,
Yeah.
he still is bringing great energy to the team, and he's such a great teammate. So I
go.
think it's really rubbing
Let's
off
go.
on the ladies right now.
Yep.
That's interesting. Mihei tied her shoelaces
All right.
up there, and
Time
all
back
other
in.
three players
5-3-1.
immediately ran to their bench to get a towel or a water break. That's just an indication of how hard they're working out here.
Second server.
Yeah, with Mark as the ref, you really don't have time to do much in between points. So you,
5-3-2.
whatever you get, someone's tying their shoe, you sprint to your dugout, and you get whatever you need. Love you, Mark.
Point, Hyderabad. Half time.
I actually heard there may be a little bit of a singles challenge going on between Mark Taylor, head referee, and yourself. He fancies himself as a bit of a chance against your cat.
Well, we will get more information on that after this break. It's 6-3 for the Hyderabad Superstars. Welcome back. The Hyderabad Superstars needing a win in this match to tie the match score at 2-2. The tie score, sorry, at 2-2. And they're doing a good job of it so far. 7.5 minutes gone. The first half gone. They're leading 6-3.
6-3-2.
Have the serve as well.
Side out.
Down the middle. I wonder what... Someone said it a few years ago. They've taken note of it.
3-6-1.
That was a great ball by Mihai right there. I think, like I said, I think that's the play. I think Trang and Mihai are a little bit shocked from the power side from Katie and Sion. And I think they either need to force them to slow down, or if they suspect a speed up coming up, just take one step off the line and get ready for it. You know, I think they're just a little bit surprised right now.
Yeah. Like I'll get to it. Don't rush me. Mihai Kwan doesn't talk much, I've heard, but she's probably got the most expressive face.
Oh, Mihai did so well to get those resets. Just Hyderabad Superstar ladies just too strong at the moment.
6-4-1.
Yeah, I think when it comes to something like this, where you're not really handling the power that well, I think you need to be the one to initiate first so that you're more prepared to be in that hands battle. Right now, like I said, they're just taking it all in, but I think they need to be the one to initiate.
Oh, taking note again. Well done, Trang.
Yeah, no harm done there for the Delhi Dillwale ladies. Yeah, there's a point on the board, looking good.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. That could definitely switch some momentum. Let's see how it goes this point.
Done.
Exactly what I said is, like, now they're initiating, they're driving, they're being more aggressive, they're taking that opportunity away from Sion and Katie.
6-6-1.
Might need to zoom into their ears to see if they've got some sort of communication device with Katrina here in the commentary.
Yeah, here we go. We need a camera on both coaches at the moment. We need a split side-by-side screen because they're both looking extremely nervous right now.
Great turn of events. I really like that misdrive by Mihai. Still doing the right thing. It looks like whoever is going to initiate first is the one who has the better chance to win the point.
Yeah.
Point, Dilli. Eight, 6-2.
Chad is stressing out there.
Yeah.
Side out.
Great run by Mihai and Trang, though. Way to figure it out. They tried a couple different tactics. Like I said, they tried to slow the game down. That really wasn't working. Katie and Sion were able to speed up the ball pretty easily. And then they started becoming more aggressive and initiating, and now they're up 8-6.
Katie seems to be tightening up a little bit. 3 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. Kat, how stressful does it when you've lost the momentum and you can see 3 minutes left on the clock?
Yeah, doubles is definitely more stressful when it comes to that pressure because it's so hard to score a point when there's side-out scoring. Wow, but I mean, Trang and Mihai are really bringing it to them right now. Yeah, I'm sure that Katie and Sion are feeling the pressure. I'm feeling it for them right now.
8-6-1.
Dilli seem to have the advantage right now, but remember, they've played 3 ties already. Hyderabad have only played 2. This is their 3rd. They've won both that they've played so far. Won't mean the end of the world, but they would want to get a victory in this one, or at least make a comeback and tie it. But Dilli Dillwale seem to be running away with it right now, at least in this match.
Once again, I think the theme of this tie is experience, right? Trang and Mihai are very experienced players. They've been playing together for quite a bit during WPBL, and Sion and Katie are a new team. Also, they probably just met. So it's just showing now, you know, when it's crunch time.
Didn't need that. Smiles through that unforced as well.
10-6-2.
Hyderabad Superstars, look, there's 2.5 minutes in it. They can still do it. I think they just need a side out right now. It's important to note the past 2 side outs, they have not scored.
Side out.
Okay, 2 minutes, 10 seconds on the board. They need points. They need them now, Cat Stewart.
6-10-1.
Big serves, big serves. Bigger than that.
Oh.
The only reason I say big serves is because the aggressive game is what's making them win. So if they can get a shorter third and put some pressure with a third shot drive,
16-2.
it'll help them a lot. Let's see if Sion does one here. Yeah, I think it's just the pressure gets to you, you know? I know how they feel.
Kat, I've also noticed the second half of this women's dubs, Dilli Dillwale have not given any power to Hart and
17-2.
Mendez. It's been a lot slower game, and I think, yeah, the power is just not there for them. Oh, Mihei Kwong. There goes the big right side lady, Mihei Kwong. Who knew?
Mihei brings the boom. No, but I think also their dinks and their rolls have been more intentional. They're not popping up as high, which is what was giving Katie and Sion the opportunity to attack kind of like that. You know, I think a lot of that has been lessened now in the second half, which is why they're up 10-7, but it can go either way.
Last minute on the clock. 3-point difference. Oh.
Side out.
Yeah, that's the sort of play that was keeping them up in the first half for the Hyderabad Superstars, but it looks like it's a little bit too late now.
7-10-1.
That's... Oh. Sion Mendez has been sensational defending on the baseline there. And she gets it!
Yeah, unreal defense by Sion. She's so athletic and just such a great player. Like Janet and I were saying, she's going to be top 10 in the world one day.
Seemed to be 3-point enders there, and she made sure they weren't. Unfortunately, the last 15 seconds of this match, as there's a 2-point gap.
8-10-2.
Probably just 1 point in it right now.
It's really unfortunate because the Hyderabad Superstars came out swinging and they were doing the right thing, but once again, experience will prevail at the end.
End game.
And that's the end of this match. The Hyderabad Superstars officially confirmed as losing this tie, but there's still the 5th match left to play. Dilli Dillwale with a sensational fight back and a 10-8 win in this women's doubles. There's still the men's doubles to come.
All right, best luck. Best luck. Thank you. Best luck. Don't say anything. Best luck. Thank you. And best luck. All right, gentlemen, that is a head. That is a tail. You got the call, Maya? Tail. It is a tail. They'll take that side. Receive. 2 minutes, gentlemen. Best luck.
Well, only bragging rights and some match points at stake in this one. It's the men's doubles coming up. Mayur Patil and Louis Laville of Hyderabad Superstars up against Eric Lang and Max Mantau of the Dilli Dillwale.
All right, receivers ready.
3 matches to 1 already for Delhi, so they have this tie in their bag.
Best of luck. Time in.
But we have
0,
seen
0,
some
2.
great doubles pickleball all through the evening.
I'm really fond of all 4 of these men, so I really hope it can be a high-quality doubles match. It should be fun to watch.
Side out.
And since they're all wearing blue, we can tell you that it's Patil and Laville who are in the
0,
near
0,
court,
1.
and Lang and Manthau are in the far court.
And as predicted, Coach Chadda Edwards, he's mixed up the teams a little bit tonight, and we can see Mayur Patel, the local Indian player. This is his first time playing doubles. We've seen him in a pickle play, however. Now, Louis and Mayur have played a fair bit together on other
0, 0,
tours.
2.
So, yeah, it's fantastic to see Mayur out there tonight.
Yeah, Mayur's a great player. I love this team matchup that they have going on right now.
Side out.
Yeah, no points scored as yet, which just tells you that this is going to be a tight 1-2.
0, 0, 1.
Just imagine if Hyderabad had been able to pull off one of those doubles ties, one of those rubbers, this might have been really all to play for. That is superb from Louis Laville.
Hyderabad.
Yeah, that's
1,
not
0,
the spot
1.
to go against Louis. He's got that down all day.
That was almost a very ping-pong type of shot, wasn't it, Kat? So what about you? You have played tennis. What are the other sports that you have played which you think have helped you as a pickleball player?
Oh man, I played tennis for a big majority of my life.
Point.
I think I played soccer like in an elementary school, but that doesn't even count. But yeah, tennis was my main sport. I played professionally from 15 years old all the way till 22. So that was a huge part of my life.
So, Kat, you said that you know all 4 of these players very well. What is going to be the X factor here? What is going to be the secret to walking away with the win?
Yeah, I mean, all of them have really great energy, and obviously they're confident in their partners. The chemistry is really good. Obviously, Max and Eric have played so much together and are very successful on the APP Tour, and Mayur and Louis have played a bunch together in tournaments as well. I think, yeah, long points like this where they're building at the kitchen, everyone has good hands here, so you can't just pull the ball as well. I mean, let's see. I think, I don't even know, honestly.
It's a 3-point cushion for Mayur and Louis at the moment. Pretty much the ideal start against a very settled doubles combination. Oh, that almost landed in just for a short while. Big Eric Lang had a little bit of a fright.
That was too close for comfort.
Yeah, all 3 of us just had a big fright there. We went, oh!
That's what this sport, that's what this league is all about. Oh, that's a great put away too.
Second server.
I think it may be similar to kind of the mixes where you're kind of taking Max out of the picture and kind of picking on Eric. Well, I mean, Eric is an incredible player as well, so you can't really count him out. But just as Max being such an intimidating factor and big player in the middle and all that, I think that's going to be kind of the play that they do here.
1-3-2.
Yeah, first points for the Delhi pair. Just wide, just wide. Not too far away.
2-3-2.
You can hear the Delhi management team encouraging.
Those are 3 unfortunate mistakes there. Those can't happen, you know, especially when you have a 3-0 lead. You got to take advantage against a team like this. Once again, you know, it could come down to experience. Eric and Max, you know, play a lot together. They've done well over the years. Ooh, but Mayur shuts them down.
Yeah, Mayur, as you rightly predicted, bringing a lot of energy and some great hands near the kitchen into this doubles contest.
You can just see Louis sitting right on that backhand, waiting for that backhand flick. That is so good pattern making, Kat. Just Louis, you explain it, please.
4-3-1.
Yeah, I mean, Louis' backhand counter is insane. Like, I mean, he can hit it from all angles. It's scary. But that seems to be Max's favorite speed-up pattern. So that's not going to work for Max today. He's going to have to switch it up and adjust. So let's see if he does.
Point.
Is that in? That is. What a shot that is.
I would love to see Max kind of rip his speed up at Mayor cross court and see what Mayor can do with that, because anywhere in Louis' area is not going to be available. Just the way that Eric did there, where he took the ball and took it away from Louis and to Mayor's corner. I think that might be the better play for Max and Eric. I want to see Max do it more so, because it seems like they are playing Max a little bit more than I thought.
Side out.
Oh, the idea was right. The idea was right. The execution not quite perfect. Wanted to ask you this, Kat. We see in almost every sport now, data and analysis is playing a huge role. Is it something that's big as yet in pickleball, or is it mostly from memory? Do you guys record matches, view them?
I think film is super important, but data and analytics is just as important. I think if you're not, looking at that stuff, you're not going to improve as quickly as other people. At the end of the day, like, this is all percentages, right? So you need to do what you need to do in order to get higher percentages than your opponent.
Our purple Jesus. That's a fantastic Ernie, and we can see it on the replay.
4-5-2.
He's got such good skates, right? Cat, so fast.
He's a jumping bean, man. He's everywhere.
He's been dubbed the purple mosquito as well here by Brandon Lane. And I don't think he'll mind that, because he does love his animals and his living beings, doesn't he?
Purple mosquito, I need to know the meaning behind that. I got to talk to Brandon later.
So just because he's everywhere. He's all over the court. At one point, Brandon was convinced that he was also biting him on his leg.
He's a little pain in the butt, huh?
Point. Dilli and half time.
What an entertaining men's doubles we have, ladies and gentlemen. Just 1 point in it, with Dilli Dillwale 6-5 ahead at the break.
Time back in, 6-5-2.
So the last 7.5 minutes of tie 10 in the World Pickleball League Season 2.
Every single match in this tie has been such high quality, great, and really close right now. 6-5 for Eric and Max, much closer than I think many would have thought, but Louis and Mayor are really holding their own right now.
Of course, in that women's doubles, the three of you were calling the play, but I had the privilege of just watching from the sidelines. One thing which was noticeable, and all four players, incredible fitness levels, which allowed that match to go all the way till the last few seconds.
Yeah, fitness is the name of the game here in WPBL, just with the time clock. But yeah, I mean, all those four women played really, really well.
Point, Dilli.
A couple of quick points on the board for the Dillwale gentlemen.
The ongoing trend of the second half. It's the second half curse, I'm telling you. They did so well in the first half, and now these 3 points, it may not seem like much, but in doubles, it's a lot.
Oh, a good attempt, but that's a terrific overhead from Louis Laville.
Side out.
Just to explain the scoring in doubles, why there has been no point scored, because you get 2 serves per server. Have to break the service twice, which is why Kat said that that 3-point cushion could be a decisive factor. Now into the second serve for Mayur and Louis.
5-8-2.
It's really a mental battle, right? Because you know you're down 5-8. You know the clock is ticking. You don't want to. You don't want to play crazy and hectic. You know, to kind of get a quick side out. But you also want to score some points. So you don't really know what balance to do here. But good on them for getting one more point here.
Point of the match already.
And he deserved that. Maya Patel put in all the work there. What fabulous play by the local.
These are the type of points that have the momentum switches. Hopefully this can give them a little bit of a run here. Really good patience and point construction by Mayur, taking the flick down the line. Now they got themselves back to 8-8. That's a huge comeback. Little lob serve from Louis. Interesting.
Side out.
That's all right, though. It's a great way to get back to 8-8. I think, you know, that what they're doing is correct. I think the momentum is shifting a little bit. So let's see how Eric and Max respond.
Yeah, 2 great doubles matches already on your screens. Those scores 14-10 in the mixed doubles and then 10-8 in the women's doubles. Which way is this one going?
Yeah. Do you know, Kat, the first half for the Hyderabad Superstars, for me, I loved their patience. I felt that they were a little bit impatient coming back from half time, but they're back in this game.
Yeah, and that impatience comes with the fact that they know the time is running out. They know they're down by 3 points. That's a big lead, like I said, in doubles. So you're fighting that mental and emotional battle of not trying to play too crazy where you're going to give up more points, but you also want to get back on the board.
Point, Dilli.
I was about to say, Jeanette, before this point, that whoever's also spent some time with us in the commentary box has shown some bag of tricks. We've seen Brandon, we've seen Max Mantau, we've also seen Louis Laville. So I wonder what Kat Stewart has in store for us next time. A new celebration, perhaps?
I'm trying to bring out my anime celebrations with Brooke, so we might come up with something cheeky.
11-8-2.
That's it. That's what the Superstars need to do right now.
It's just unfortunate that when you play such an amazing long point like that, the clock keeps ticking. But that's a great point by them. Right idea, just a little too far away.
Yeah, this is a good position for Delhi. Just a little over 2 minutes on to second serve. Win the serve back, and it's probably match in the bag. And that's what's happened here.
Once again, experience has prevailed with the Dilli team, you know. I think Mayur and Louis played excellent the first half. And, you know, the trend of today, like Jeanette and I said, is the second half just kind of dips a little bit. And I guess that comes out to the more experienced players that are well aware of keeping the consistency and intensity at a certain level.
Second server.
Well, let's take a look at what's happening
12-8-2.
next for Hyderabad. They take on Mumbai tomorrow, and after that they have a couple of difficult matches, Chennai as well as Bengaluru. So it's not going to get any easier. Gets the impression that Mumbai match could be a do or die for both. Whoever wins that is probably about to eliminate the other one as well.
Point, Hyderabad. 9-12-1.
Let's see if they can make something happen here with almost a minute left.
Second server.
Yeah, they retain serve, but it takes a few seconds of the clock.
9-12-2.
Vital intervention from Eric Lang.
Side out.
Again, Kat, lots of good takeaways for the superstars.
12-9-1.
They've played really well.
Great potential from that team today. I mean, from both sides, really high quality pickleball, and just really good things to build off of on the next tie. So really good from both teams.
Second server.
Yeah, just goes back to second serve. So still that 3-point cushion. Dilli Dillwale will want to see this off.
Side out.
Even though Hyderabad may have lost this tie, I think they gained a lot of insight and a lot of things that they can do well in their team. So really props to them.
I think safe to say they have pretty much won every last point in every match, even the ones that they have won. So it is a tie victory. It's a match victory as well for Dilli Dillwale, but Hyderabad superstars can hold their head aloft in terms of the efforts put in. 12-10 victory with the co-owner Sunil Gavaskar in attendance. Dilli Dillwale roll on, and this is a good result for them as well, Kat, because now with 2 matches to go, they've just given themselves some breathing room.
Yeah, I think they were they saw a little bit of struggle in each match today in the tie, but all in all, they came out on top, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day. But we saw really good, high-quality pickleball, like I said, from both teams, so it's exciting to watch, and can't wait to face these teams off again.
Yeah, so winning it 4 ties to 1, or 4 matches to 1 in this tie. Dilli Dillwale winning yet another one here at Geo World Garden.
Quite a stunning performance by Dilli Dillwale in this tie against Hyderabad's superstars. And now I'm joined by a very special guest, a legend of Indian cricket and now a legend of sports broadcast as well. Sunil Gavaskar is here with me, co-owner Dilli Dillwale, and we have a round of applause for him here. Sunny bhai, thank you so much for talking to us first. Just first question is, how has your experience been being an owner of a team in the World Pickleball League Season 1 and Season 2?
It's been very good. I mean, the quality of play that has been seen over the last 2 years has been fantastic. If anything, this year, I think it's been even better than last year. And of course, our team is doing much better than what we did last year. So that's also very, very satisfying.
I think I caught you at a good moment because now Dilli Dillwale move on to number 2 in the table and you were sitting here enjoying the action as well. How's it been watching your players in action this time around?
Well, I stopped myself from jumping up and down. There were a couple of occasions when, you know, there were some unbelievable shots that were played, unbelievable winners. And so I just wanted to, Max in particular, I mean, he's standing there. Max played some incredible pickleball. So I just want to congratulate the whole team. And I want to say to them, keep going. We are all backing you.
And I've had a little experience of meeting you before, so I know how competitive you are. You're being very nice and genial talking about this right now, but there is that competitive spirit between the owners, isn't there?
Of course, of course. I think who doesn't want their team to win? And clearly, I think all the owners are putting their best. They're trying to, you know, cheer their team up. And so I got the opportunity to come down here today, and I was doing my best to sort of, you know, gee the team up. And of course, they responded brilliantly.
They absolutely did. What a win for them. Thank you so much for talking to us. Now, we do have an award to present, and Sunny bhai will help us with that right now. And quite proudly, the award goes to Max Mantau of Dilli Dillwale. Hi, Max. I think you're happy.
Oh, very happy, very happy. I have the legend next to me, and I can feel the energy oozing.
And we spoke a couple of nights ago, and we talked about how it just seems like, considering the first tie you played, you've been just growing and growing in stature along with your team.
In stature? Oh, no, I'm still pretty short. But no, our team is... our team is such a unit. It's so much fun to battle with each and every one of them. And we're seeing little moments from every single player that is really inspiring from on the court to off. So it's a blessing to be part of Dilli Dillwale.
You've put in a lot of hard work, so I'm going to let you go. Congratulations once again. And congratulations, Sunny bhai. What a fantastic performance by Dilli Dillwale there. And it's back to you guys now.
Yeah, good win, no doubt, in the end. And in particular, very dominant in the singles, in the men's singles, 26-9 for Hien Trong. And then the doubles also very close matches. Mantau and Hien winning by just 4 points, and Hien and Kwon winning by just 2 points, as did in the last match Max Mantau and Eric Lang. So there really wasn't much to choose between the two teams. But in the end, 4 matches to 1 for Dilli Dillwale against Hyderabad Superstars. So how does that leave us on the points tally? Delhi top of the table now with 36 points, so 3 clear of Chennai Super Champs. But Chennai have that 1 tie in hand. And Bengaluru Jawans will also want to have a say before their 4th tie is through at 27 points. Hyderabad into 4th place, and now will need to look over their shoulder because the likes of Mumbai, Rajasthan as well as Pune will be hot on their heels in the matches to come. Speaking of which, not long from now, this is what we have for you. Rajasthan Titans against Pune United. It's going to be tie 11, and it should be an absolute cracker of a match. Join us for that one not long from now.
Thank you.